What's going on, everybody? Welcome. It's Thursday, Wednesday night. Sorry, it's Wednesday night. We, sorry, there's a lot going on. I apologize. There's a lot going on today. Uh, I came here to, believe it or not, to get my mind right. There's a lot going on in the world. Uh, just trying to get my bearings. Bear with me. I'm going to drop a long video while I work on something. I didn't want to keep you fine, distinguished gentlemen, and possibly ladies waiting. So I'm going to hit you with the video, and we will be right back.
There's been a lot of you out there asking about who he be. Well, he's about to let you know.
He's Charles.
This rap is so hot, you'll play it on a loop. You'll never get the recipe for chicken noodle soup. Super a spider or even a bat. Got nothing on me or Bobby with his hat. Lady's gotta be a 10 if I'm gonna date her. Shout out to my homie, his name is Gator. I'm Charles.
To all you other guys trying to rap on Jake's show, got nothing on this guy and his flow.
He's Charles.
These bars be so hot, I'll get invited on Fallon. You know who won't? That hater, Alan. My comic book and movie takes are so hot and wild. Since my last verse, Johnny had another child. My YouTube is blowing up and becoming a star. My takes are fresh like the clothes on VR. I'm Charles.
Jets, Yankees, comics, hip-hop, nobody compares when it comes to him.
He's Charles.
I see everyone on Jake's show trying to prop bars. I'm the only one jumping over cars. Lowski calls the show and he's always really loud. Shout out to Nick, you know he'd be proud. I don't like Zach or his family, they're Mormon. First name Charles, last name Gorman. I'm Charles, motherfucker.
You just witnessed the debut of a proud New York Jet fan and a Jake Asman production. Brought to you by the man, the myth, the legend himself.
I'm Charles.
Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. What a pleasure to create, be a part of. Let's say what's up to you guys. Tonight's winner, Alfonso, loses again. That's rare. What the fuck are you texting me? David D, first in the house tonight. Second up, Alfonso. Hello to you, good sir. The biggest jerk of all the bunch of jerks is here. Knob is here. Roy Batty, welcome. Welcome. I believe that's a new name. Welcome, Roy. Where's Bobby? That's what everyone wants to know. He's in the chair. He didn't go far. Boom is here coming in from Canada. Mess. I want to thank Mess, even more so now today than the other day. He dropped a $50 donation for our good friend, Hank G. For those of you that do not know already, we're doing a GoFundMe for Hank. And right before the show started, I was working on some things with Hank in terms of the GoFundMe. And I got some bad news. Unfortunately, Hank was laid off today at his job. So I'll spare all the details, but basically, what better way could we boost his day than to help him out, cheer him up, and make sure that he knows at least this part is covered. He's a great guy. He's done everything right in life in terms of making decisions to help out his family. He's a good person. He's become a friend on and off air. So I'm going to drop that chat for Hank. If you would, please consider helping him out to get him to the home opener. And for every $10 donation that you make, you will have one entry into a raffle to win something autographed by a New York Jet player. My son will be with me one day, and we will go to a camp practice that's open to the public, and we will get something. So I'm a little flustered by this. I feel bad. I feel horrible about it. Like I said, he's a good dude. He's doing a lot of great things. For those of you who heard his story, you know the ringer he's been through, and we chose him after hearing his story to help him out. So instead of super chats or channel memberships tonight, if you had in your mind that you were willing to donate anything today or be charitable, I ask that you just direct it in that direction. We are at 541. We're looking to get to 700 to help him out, and that wasn't going to cover everything. Now maybe we'll move it up to 800 just to give him a little extra in the pocket money when he's here for Ubers or whatever, getting from the airport to the airport, those little expenses. Do what you can if you can. We're going to keep the GoFundMe open. But I just wanted to update you guys as to what I got a few minutes before the show started. And yeah, so I'm a little flustered by it. I feel bad. But I'm gonna try to. And then I went outside. I don't know what is going on with my eyes. They're fire red. The last thing I need right now is pink eye. All right. Is Blitz BK here? Blitz BK, please stand up. Please stand up. Is Blitz here? Is Blitz here yet? No. All right, let's say to everyone else who's here so far. Maybe he'll be here by the time we get back. Rich is here. What's up, brother? Bobby is in the house. Bobby. Oh, man. My eyes are burning. Mess. Hank is here. Wild Wave is here. Oh, what'd I click? Boom. Catching up. Clancy's in the house. Armand, what's up, sir? Pleasure to see you. Greg Rollo's here. What's up, man? I'm just trying to scan. Infrared. Producer Infrared of the T.O. Uncle VR show with Johnny. Make sure to check them out and subscribe to them. Tom is here. What's up, Tom? Nice to see you, sir. Thanks for hanging out. The infamous Gary. I got you on my TV, the draft on my phone, and the Mets on my laptop. You take priority over the Mets and the NBA. That's big time. I feel like it's not hard to pass those two, pal, but I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Who else we got? Yeti's in the house. Scott Foster, known most notoriously from being on the couch, is here. Curly Norman is here. Hello, Curly. And Chris Bradigan just showed up. So, welcome, Chris. Yeah, it's I had this whole thing I wanted to open with the Jets, and I like I said, I spoke to Hank right before the show started, and now my head is just is up in the clouds. I feel bad. I really, truly, honestly do. I look at you guys as my extended family, and if it's a week that I don't have my son here with me, and my daughter's got her softball games, I'll be honest with you, I spend more time with you guys during the week sometimes than I do with them. So when you guys get bad news, it affects me because I care about you guys. Even the jerk offs like Johnny. It's true. I was hoping Blitz would be here when I debut this, but I have to take my contact out. I don't know if you guys could see this, but my eye is going fire red right now. Last week, I had the honor of Blitz BK sending me a rap video that he made. I spoke to producer JR, and JR put together a video to go with it. So now it's not just audio. We got a little entertainment here for you. Here we go. Good evening. Welcome to Thursday Night Throwdown. I'm your host, Nick.
When the blitz comes, there's no one to block him.
It's 10 o'clock, get ready for the showdown. 9 toes down, Nick, ready for the throwdown. We proud Jets fans, we don't play with them pronouns. Best roster in the league, we playing with the pros now. They tell us slow down, call us delusional, call us losers as usual. But this season will be beautiful. Shotgun with you know who, but run it instead. Lad Hall hit the hole hard.
That's what she said.
Ground and pound like it's 2010. The chat, we got many friends. Johnny wearing hats for super chat and watch him breathe again. Nick put the link so Bobby can call and speak again. Bonesy did the blunt, I got the weed and pens. We speaking green again. Jets news like it's CNN. A-Rod and Charles Gorman is like we seeing twins. Feeding tins, pounding on these bleeding fins. Week 14 and 18 when they needing wins. They ain't seeing them. We run the ball and play defense. This is AFC hell where the teams repent. Ladies and gents, welcome to MetLife. This is Jet Life. We bleed green, this our best life. We just nice.
Let's say what's up to everyone. Dark Soldier's here. Johnny's in the house. Bobby. Mr. Bonesy's out on the prowl. Na. Assist My Suicide is here. BR's here. Murdog and Alan. What's up, guys? So, what did we learn today, guys? What did we learn on this show? He can't be defeated. He can't be stopped.
When the blitz comes, there's no one to block him.
Yeah, I got glasses. I'm sure some of you who didn't know that, I'll do my best to get the glare off of them, but suck it up, deal with it. I fell asleep for a little bit before with my contacts in, and my eye was dry and itchy, and I'll be all right. Just got to hydrate the eye a little bit, let it breathe. So what's going on? Oh, I see Charles Gorman here of infamous hip-hop stature is in the chat. What is up, sir? Nice to see you tonight. Welcome, my good friend. How is it? How is it being a hip-hop star, Charles? How do you feel walking through the mall and all of your fans running up and surrounding you? Excuse me. Oh man, I'm sorry, dude. I feel bad. I feel bad. Nice beat, mix of lyrics, show name reference. Yeah, that's Blitz BK. Blitz BK did that. He took that some of the comments from the show last Thursday, and he put that together on his own. Damn you, Addison. I thought you were a nice guy. I was wrong. I've been wrong before. A shout out to Clancy. Thank you, Clancy. Just made a $25 donation to help out Hank. You're the man, sir. Very kind of you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, Charles, what are we doing, man? Are we taking advantage of this new lifestyle? Say no to drugs, obviously. That's the most important thing when you become a celebrity. People always try to bring you down. So just make good decisions, man. Tom, yeah, I'll tell you what, Tom. After finding out about the boyfriend last night, I cut it off. No more. But Clancy, thank you so much, man. You're the man. You are the man, sir. So I'm gonna try to veer back to the Jets. I'm not one of those people I like to quote Don LaGreca in New York Sports Talk Radio. I wear my heart on my sleeve, so I can't hide my feelings. I can't hide when something's wrong. People can always read it on me. And yeah, it sucks to hear people you care about and who you're friends with and bad things happen. So, all right, let's get back on track. Let's try to get the show rolling here. Dude, that's the best fucking thing. That is the best thing to read right now. And that's like a lesson for everybody. I'm just living my life like I usually do. That's it, man. That's it. That was absolutely awesome day. It was so much fun hanging with Charles. Watched him eat a turkey and cheese sandwich, a sub from Jersey Mike's in like 3 bites. Inhaled it. Didn't even know I was there when he was eating. I've never seen somebody so happy to have a turkey and cheese sub. Charles went to the top of the list. Oh, of course. You kidding me? It's the key to life, boy. Thank you, Tom, for the advice. Thank you, Tom, for the advice. All right. Let me see what we got. Boom, boom, boom. So what's going on in Jets world? I put a poll up before. Let's see what the poll is at. Where should the Jets add another player? I gave you the options: wide receiver, offensive line, safety, and we're good, bro. We're good, bro. We don't need no more stinking players, man. As of right now, today, I would choose we're good, bro. And here's why. I'm going to break it down by each position. Safety, I think Ashton Davis is so underrated. I know people want a big name safety, but I keep telling you guys, that's not what this scheme does. It's not what this scheme requires. It requires smart players who are in the right position on the back end. This organization absolutely ranted and raved about Chuck Clark all year last year before this unfortunate knee injury in one of the OTAs. Tony Adams is a guy that they handpicked. Let me present a scenario to you. Tony Adams found on the scrap heap, right? Another player who was found on the scrap heap by the name of Quincy Williams. In year three, goes on to be an All-Pro. Tony Adams, maybe, just maybe. I don't know if he'll be an All-Pro, but the Jets' defensive staff has shown the ability to develop players. Michael Carter was drafted mid to late rounds. He's been an elite corner. Sauce drafted. I know he's drafted high, elite corner. They bring in Chuck Clark. They were raving about him. They bring in Tony Adams. I know Ashton Davis was inherited, but they've done a tremendous job with him. The guy gets in and he just makes fucking plays. He knows where to be. I'm all right with the safeties. Offensive line? Tell me you want to add an interior lineman. I know a lot of people want to go get McGovern again. I mean, I'm not going to go crazy about it. I'm not going to lose my mind over it. I'm not going to, blow up the organization if we don't get a backup center when you already have Schweitzer and you'll have somebody on the practice squad, maybe like a Hansen or someone like that. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm trying to do multiple things here and keep up with the chat. I'm sorry, chat. You guys are going off a mile a minute right now, which is great. I love that. But I get distracted easily. So that's why I try not to look at the chat when I'm on one of my rants, like I just did now. So with the offensive line, I'm okay. I love the depth at offensive tackle. I love it. It might be the most depth we've ever had. We have a first-round draft pick, 11 overall. Some considered the best tackle in the draft, and he's not even going to start. We're an organization that always has to draft players and label them as saviors right away. He has to save us. He has to go in and start from day one or he's a bust. It's not true. That's a new day for the Jets organization. We're doing this thing of building the pipeline. Will McDonald drafted last year, first round, doesn't start. This year, huge role. Olu drafted first round. He's got to start. No, he doesn't have to start. The goal is he doesn't start. We play 20 games, he doesn't start. That's a major success. There should be nobody at any point in the season, including Olu's family, that say he deserves to play over Tyron Smith. The minute Tyron Smith gets set and the ball gets snapped, he is the greatest talent to ever play left tackle for us. There's no debate. There's never been a more skilled left tackle in New York Jets history than when Tyron Smith takes that first snap. Hopefully he takes many of them. Hopefully he doesn't miss a snap. So I'm okay with the line. You got Carter Warren on the right to study from Moses. You got Olu on the left to study from Tyron. I love that. You got Simpson on a 2-year deal. You got Tittman going into year 2. You got AVT coming back. I'm okay with the line. I love it. I love the line. This might be the best line. This is the best line that we've had since the last time we made the playoffs. Coincidence? No. Build it up front. Charles, yes. Winston Hill's a Hall of Famer. Yes, Winston Hill was very good. But the size, the speed, the agility of offensive linemen now and what they're asked to do against guys like Bosa and Watts and Garrett's and Micah Parsons, there's no comparison. You can't compare guys from the 60s or 70s going against milk deliveries guys to what they're going against now. So there's no comparison in any way, shape, or form. I can't even. And like I said, it's no knock to Winston Hill. It was great in his era. He made the Hall of Fame. But you're looking at guys who weren't doing what they're doing nowadays or going against who they're going against. So, yeah, Tyron Smith is one of the greatest offensive tackles of all time. He's that good. He's in that discussion. And that's coming from a team that I can't stand and a fan base that I don't like. And I will say clearly that Tyron Smith is one of the greatest all time. So now, wide receiver. We know what Garrett is. We know what Garrett does. We know how awesome Garrett is. We know how great he is with the ball in his hands. We know how great he is getting open. We saw the win rate last year on all of his routes. He wins all the time. All Garrett does is win on his routes. Let's see what he does with the quarterback who knows how to get him the ball. I expect 150 plus targets. Yes, I expect that many. I think it's easy. He gets 8 to 10 targets a game. Easily. Sometimes even more. You want to go look at the target rate that Aaron Rodgers did in 2019, 2020, 2021 with Devontae Adams. Devontae was getting 160, 170 targets. The next guy was getting 60 or 70. They're going to feed Wilson the ball. Go look at the Giant preseason game last year. Garrett got 4 targets on the opening drive. They're going to feed him the ball. You're 10 yards off, boom, quick throw, catch it, go. Go get 7 or 8. You're up on him, you're pressed on him, we're going to throw the fade over the outside shoulder, and it's going to be there. Mike Williams, injury concern. Ease him back in. Do what we did with Brees. Give him a pitch count. Save him for the red zone. Save him for third downs. We don't need him out there on a first down if we're going to run the ball. If it's 2nd and 4, go to Brownlee. Put Brownlee in. I'm fine with that. You know, we got Corley. Corley's a project. As much as we think Corley's going to come in and be the next Debo, Corley is going to be a guy who I think does what rookies of yesteryear have done, right? Nowadays, you get these receivers coming in, a Puka in a 5th round who just sets records left and right. We don't need him to be that. I don't think he will be that. But this might be a guy that they script some touches for early on in the season and let him develop his routes and his timing with Rodgers. And then you'll see one day, all of a sudden, he has 6-7 catches, 90 yards, and a touchdown or two in a big game. So if you're going to double Garrett and Mike Williams gets back, here's what I'll say. When Mike Williams starts being Mike Williams again, that's when you're going to see Corley take off. If Mike Williams is good from day one, Corley will be good from day one. If it takes Mike Williams 6 to 8 weeks to get like what we did last year with Brees with the pitch count off of the ACL, I completely see Corley waiting and developing and being on that same trajectory as Mike Williams' return. So the depth, listen, Gibson showed flashes. He also showed he has a long way to go. Again, hit the rewind button, go back. Let's see what he does with a great quarterback. You know, there was guys who were open last year, and Wilson panicked, and Wilson didn't throw, and the other guys were even worse. Zach Wilson was so afraid to commit a turnover, he didn't trust his eyes, and then the window would close, he'd hold the ball, and hell would break loose. Rodgers knows where to go with the ball. Rodgers trusts his arm. Rodgers trusts his ability. Rodgers knows how to execute an NFL offense. Tight end room, we're good. Running back room, I think we're really good. So, now let's be realistic. Injuries happen, bumps, bruises happen. They're going to bring in guys to try out for this new. Here's what you're going to see with the special teams. Tariq Cohen, big deal. Remember we spent a day and a half talking about Tariq Cohen like he was somebody or something relevant? You're going to see multiple teams taking guys who get cut, who were just special teamers, bring them in the building, pick their brain on what are the other teams doing with special teams, what's their plan, what's their approach, and you're going to use scouting that way. I think what we need right now, Blitz. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for making the song the other day, the beat, the bars. But I talked to producer JR, and I'm going to play this for you now. Here is the video. Enjoy. We'll be back right after this. I got to show Blitz, guys. I know I played it earlier. I was excited. I have no patience. So here it is. Good evening. Welcome to Thursday Night Throwdown. I'm your host, Nick.
When the blitz comes, there's no one to block him.
It's 10 o'clock, get ready for the showdown. 9 toes down, Nick, ready for the throwdown. We proud Jets fans, we don't play with them pronouns. Best roster in the league, we playing with the pros now. They tell us slow down, call us delusional, call us losers as usual. But this season will be beautiful. Shotgun with you know who, but run it instead. Lad Hall hit the hole hard.
That's what she said.
Ground and pound like it's 2010. The chat, we got many friends. Johnny wearing hats for super chat and watch him breathe again. Nick put the link so Bobby can call and speak again. Bonesy did the blunt, I got the weed and pens. We speaking green again. Jets news like it's CNN. A-Rod and Charles growing man, it's like we seeing twins. Feeding tins, pounding on these bleeding fins. Week 14 and 18 when they needing wins. They ain't seeing them. We run the ball and play defense. This is AFC hell where other teams repent. Ladies and gents, welcome to MetLife. This is Jet Life. We bleed green, this our best life. We just nice.
Let's say what's up to everyone. Dark Soldier's here. Johnny's in the house. Bobby. Mr. Bonesy's out on the prowl. Na-na-na-na. Assist My Suicide is here. VR's here. Murdog and Allen. What's up, guys? So, what did we learn today, guys? What did we learn on this show? He can't be defeated. He can't be stopped.
When the blitz comes, there's no one to block him.
Awesome. Awesome. Well done to Blitz. Well done to Blitz. Producer JR putting together fantastic work. Yeah, I was waiting for you to pop in. I had to play it again. Yeah, I'll get it to you. I got your email. I will. I'll push it over to you after the show. So, in terms of the Jets adding anything, the only thing I think that they need to add is just chemistry. That's it, and that comes in camp. Remember last year, Brownlee, Irv Charles, Gibson, they all made the team because some quarterback with some kind of decent pedigree spoke up for them. He's had a great history in his career of working with guys who were drafted late and guys who were undrafted and making careers for them and with them. So I don't think we need to go crazy at wide receiver. You go get another reliable veteran of Mike Williams, and then you bring in the young guys and you let Rodgers do what Rodgers does. Teach them, mold them, develop them, create them. So I don't think unless somebody goes down, we're not making any other move worth of note. But it's Jets Twitter. It's Jets fans. We add Tariq Cohen. There's shows and tweets and everything dedicated to it. Oh, my God, who's losing their job? Tariq Cohen is, because he's not making the fucking team. Tariq Cohen's not making this roster. There's no place for Tariq Cohen on this roster. But there is a place for his brain because he was just with Carolina, and you bring him in and you develop and you pick his brain. And, hey, what did they do over there? What was their approach? What was their attack? All right, let's see it. Let's implement it. Let's put it on the field. Oh, you're good? All right, that's all you got? Peace. Have a good day, bro. Good luck to you, man. Nice guy. Oh, let's end the poll. Good call. So 32%, 33% said wide receiver, 27% said safety, 24% said offensive line, and 14%, like my son said, we're good, bro. Bro. Am I the only one who's got a teenage son and you lose your goddamn mind when you hear them talk? Bro. My daughter will even sneak in a bro every once in a while. And I tell you, I better be the only bro you're talking to, girl. Yeah, Blitz, great work, man. Great work. Awesome job, sir. Awesome job, man. That was a nice, pleasant surprise last week. So, and shout out to Clancy. Clancy donated $25 to the GoFundMe for Hank. For those of you showing in late, right before the show started, I got some bad news. Unfortunately, Hank was laid off at his job today. He's a great dude. Things will work out. I was telling him, you'll be fine. I know it sucks right now, the short term, but he's a great guy, makes good decisions, and he'll be blessed. And, for everyone, I'm a big believer that I used to be the one slamming my fist down on the table, being like, I need this. This needs to happen. I don't do that no more. I firmly believe that, a door closing in your face is God pointing you in the direction of the door you need to walk through. That's not to get too religious, but that's where I'm at lately. I tried to get a job twice in March and April as a trucker, and the door got slammed in my face. Old me, I would have fucking went on drinking binges and made horrible decisions and made my life worse than it was. This time, I was patient. I waited and just said, all right, it's not where I'm supposed to be. And maybe the answer was right in front of my face the whole time. I'm supposed to be here in the town that I've grown up in. And, yeah. So, don't stress it, Hank. Maybe you'll fall into a better situation. My friend Adam, Wa2K, was at a school in Virginia and felt that he was wronged. And he started looking around. And now he fell into a situation where he moved back to North Carolina near his mother, in a better situation, in a place that takes care of him better. And he called me after day 1 or day 2 and was like, I felt more welcome here than I had the entire time that I'd been at the other place, where he just felt he was taken for granted. So I know when there's change in life and the unknown strikes, it's human nature to worry. But just put your faith in your higher power and don't do anything to hurt yourself or take yourself off of the path that you might be on. It's my little life advice tonight. That's studious Nick with glasses advice. Contact Nick is a fucking lunatic, but Glasses Nick is much more studious. Yes, thank you, Scott. Thank you for knowing. I've all grown up. Greg coming in with, I don't know if this is a compliment or an insult, but I'll take both. Nick is good now. He used to be a sideshow looking freak, but he got his life right now. Props. Thank you, Greg. How kind of you. Greg, are you also my mother's account? Interesting words. I just heard that on Sunday from her. Thanks, buddy. So, yeah, that's the way it is. So again, Clancy, thank you. And if anyone on the channel tonight was debating super chats or gifting memberships or super stickers, anything like that, I would just ask that you direct that over to the GoFundMe link and consider helping Hank out. The number for Hank, it's $197 for his flight. I think $220 or $234 for the hotel. $160, an estimated $145, give or take a couple dollars for the ticket. $65 for the tailgate, and then just some incidental money. Help him out with Ubers to and from the airport. And that should be able to cover everything for him. You guys are awesome. You've been awesome. And just a reminder for those of you who are coming in late, for every $10 you donate, you will get a chance in the spin the wheel raffle. Like Big Fella dropped $100. He's got 10 chances on the wheel. Clancy, I think, is up to 50, if not more. So I'm just doing off the top of my head. So he's at 5 chances. We'll put together a random wheel like WA2K has, and we'll spin it, and we'll have a prize. If we make more money than the 800, we'll buy another prize. I'll order one of those mini helmets. I'll order multiple mini helmets, and I'll go to camp with my son and send him over to the kid booth and get him to get as many signatures as we can. And whichever one has the best signatures on it, we'll go to the first place and then the second place. So, oh, thank you, Leo. Very kind of you. Welcome to this proud NYJ fan crazy jet world that we have going on over here. I hope you enjoy your stay. Buckle up, and yeah, the chat is a lot of fun. They're the star of the show. The chat is the star of the show. I'm a very chat-driven program. Occasionally, I go on some tangents for 10 minutes, but like I feel guilty when I do it. Like I'm not engaging as much. So just pop in, share your thoughts, share your opinions, and don't upset Bobby. Those are the rules of the chat here. I think everyone would agree. Happy Bobby is a happy chat. Simple rules, but I appreciate you and welcome. What's it for Red guy say? It's crazy how the talk of the NFL and America's team into absolutely nothing this offseason gets a pass, swept right under the rug. Yeah. But you know what? They've drafted so well the last couple of years. Like, they just need to execute better come January. Like, we know what they could do in the regular season. We know Dak's going to put up a 5-touchdown game against Washington, a 5-touchdown game against the Giants, and all of a sudden he's going to have these great stats. And then important football gets there. And then squadoosh. Oh, Allison. Thank you, sweetheart. A-Rod's going to be mad. Oh, I love those first 4 words. Well, maybe more than a word. 5. A-Rod is going to be mad. That gets me excited because a pissed off Aaron Rodgers plays with a passion and a fire. And I like that. And play as hell and drag the teams at Jets, play Aaron and take out his anger. And Jets go through for playoffs and chance. Yes. Yes, Allison. From your lips to God's ears. May the football gods be looking down at Allison's super chat right now. And please take this statement and put it at the top of your list of things to do in 2024 football. A-Rod plays mad. Good for us. Brings the team up with him. Good for us. Takes out his anger against the opponents. Good for us. Goes through for the playoffs and a chance for the Super Bowl. good for us. Allison, this might be the greatest chat of superiority I've ever seen in my entire life. Thank you so much. You are a sweetheart, and you're the best. But let's think about that. Let's discuss that, right? A motivated, pissed off Aaron Rodgers, hell-bent on retribution, hell-bent on shutting up the naysayers, hell-bent on proving everyone wrong. We've been on the other side of that. We've been on the losing side of that. We've taken the wrath of a pissed off Patriot team, right? It sucked. 45-3 in New England on Monday Night Football in 2010. We got our junk kicked in. We buried a football over it because we were the doormat. Well, now we're the boots. We're going to be walking on the doormats. Think about that. We're going to go from the doormat to now being the one scraping the crap off the bottom of our shoes, walking on from week to week, victory to victory, division winners. I don't say division champions. I can't fucking call a champion for winning 4 teams. If you win the A group in World Cup soccer, you don't call the Group A champions. You just move on to the next round. Win your round. I've never, ever, ever will say the words division champions with any sort of sincerity and bragging. You beat 3 other teams. What the fuck did you win? Champions get rings. Sorry. Side tangent. Forgive me. Hey, Ricky. I see Ricky New York's here now, too. The New York Jets are a complete team. Possibly the best team we've ever had. Individual talent, I don't think there's a team that's better than this. I don't. I broke it down before. I do not think there is a better team than this New York Jet team. Now, can they pull it all together? Can they tie all the strings together? Can they connect all the dots? Can they make it happen on the field? I'm not afraid of the San Francisco 49ers. I'm not afraid of the Buffalo Bills. I'm not afraid of the Miami Dolphins. I'm not afraid of the Houston Texans. I'm not afraid of the Rams, the Colts, the Seahawks, anybody. I'm not afraid of going into Pittsburgh with those stupid fucking towels and their stupid fucking faces. I'm not afraid of any of it. This team will do our talking for us. Now, don't get me wrong. I do a show. I'm going to have to talk a little bit. But I'm going to love it. I'm going to love watching what this team does week in, week out, play after play. I used to tell my kids when I coached football, right? Give me your best effort. Play after play, rep after rep, drive after drive, and I guarantee you success. I design everything on the defense for them to be dominant. Just give me your best effort, and I promise you good things will happen. So what do you guys think? Aaron wins comeback player of the year. 37-9 with 4K. Oh, I like that, Rich. And that's one thing that you guys are forgetting about. He doesn't turn the ball over. He doesn't turn the ball over. He'll go 6-7 games. He'll go 200-300 attempts without a turnover. And comeback player of the year, he plays 17 games. It's a lock. Like, no one's outperforming him to deserve that. I'll say it right now. And this is nothing to you, Rich. I don't give a fuck about that award. That better be the least of his awards, right? I want him in the MVP category. I want him in Super Bowl MVP category. That's what I want. Sure, comeback player of the year. If you're putting up MVP type numbers, you're probably winning comeback player of the year. But 37-9 with 4,000 yards and a 12-13 win football team, guess what? You're probably getting the MVP. Because if you go look at what the quarterbacks in the NFL did last year, 37-9 would probably run away with it. Rick is here. What's up, Rick? The Jets will beat any team. Yes, we can, but we will do it too. We will do it. Clancy, this is why, for the proud New York Jet fan, Boy Green group outing for the home opener, when we get up by 30 points, all of the gentlemen will be taking their shirts off and waving them over our heads until we're on Amazon Prime and national television. 38-6 is my final. That's because we're going to take some people out. It was a short week, or else I'd say 45-3. But it's a short week. Got to travel back from Tennessee on Sunday, so I'm not going more. 32-point victory. Blow them the fuck out. Yes, this is what I'm looking for. They should be afraid of us. And you know what? Here's my take on the media. All these media members who like to shit on the Jets or rank them at 25 or pick them not to make the playoffs. You know why they're popping their shit now? Because they're not going to be able to during the season. Anyone who knows anything about the sport of football can look at this roster and say the following. They might not say it in their article. They might not say it on X. They might not say it on their podcast. But they're thinking it. Holy shit. If this team remains healthy, they're going to be a force to be reckoned with. But, like I say all the time, New York Jets fans are psychopaths. We're lunatics. You reference the Jets in any way, shape, form, or fashion, and we show up like rabid dogs waiting to attack everything you stand for. Hawk landed on a tree for a little bit and has some time to talk before he soars again. I'm not worried about our talent versus their talent. I am, however, concerned about some of the staff. I'm not worried about the defense. There's maybe one game a year. There's maybe 6 quarters of the entire season where 68 quarters, there's maybe 6 where the defense just looks off. And that's normal. There's very few teams in NFL history who've had 68 or 64 straight quarters of just pure dominance. The Ravens and the Bears, that's about it. But even the Bears that year in 85, I think the Dolphins beat them on Monday Night Football. Any given Sunday. To be elite 92% of the time as a defense, you sign up for that. Offensively, I know football's a lot more complicated than this, Hawk, but my thoughts are this. Give Brees ball, let A-Rod throw ball. Make it simple. Make this offense simple. Give it to Brees, let Aaron throw, move the chains, break them big. Well, it seems like the chat was having a really good night and getting along, and then Bonesy had to come in here and insult me. I don't know what I did to you. I'm just sitting here trying to do a show, and then we just being very rude and mean and insulting. I'm not you, because you with that schnauzer would be knocking the microphone over every time you move your head, buddy. See? Now you got me being mean. What are you doing? Can we go back to being nice? A-Rod or Favre? A-Rod. A-Rod. Favre was a turnover machine. Favre didn't have common sense. Favre just wanted to throw it. He didn't know how to finesse it a lot. No, it's A-Rod 10 times out of 10. Compare the interceptions and touchdown ratio. Compare the quarterback rating. Boom. Trying to catch up in the chat. So But what's up, E-Mac? Welcome. I'm just trying to catch up with some of your comments. You guys talk to each other too often. It's tough to catch up. You guys are supposed to just pay attention to me and not talk to one another. It makes it easier. You got big schwazzles. What's Ricky got to say? We have a rod. I'm not worried about our staff. Like the Bible says, thy rod and thy staff, thy comfort me. Nice. Shout out to Ricky with the new logo, too. Keep an eye out for him. What's up, Three Silver? I'm sorry. I just did a speed round of catching up through 100 comments to get up in the chat. Please forgive me, Three Siblings. Uh-oh. Do I got a stalker here, Tommy? Pipe down. I like you, pal. I am negative 5.75 in one eye and negative 4.75 in the other. My eyes are like my feet. They're not even. There you go. That's for Scott. That's for Johnny. That's for Tom. That's for Yeti. That's for all of the toe jokers out there that even my vision is not the same. Yeah. I learned today that Nick doesn't like you guys talk. Well, when I'm trying to catch up in the chat and I'm looking for good comments to put on Air Boom and I'm like speed reading and scanning, it's tough when you guys are all talking to one another to find one of purpose. Or relevance, I guess would be the word. So, I was supposed to be on Boy Green this morning, and I take Ozempic, and I take it Sunday night, and there is a 1 to 2 hour window during the week, usually between 24 to 48 hours, sometimes a little more, where the stomach just is horrific. Well, that happened about 4:15 to 5:15 in the morning last night. And I texted Boy Green at like 5:15 in the morning. I'm like, I'm not bailing on you. I'm like, I've been up for the last hour. I'm like, I cannot wake up at 7. Can we push it back to tomorrow? So I'm not going to say the kiss of death, because once I say the kiss of death, I don't get off the air, but I do need to get to bed early tonight. I'm tired. I tried to sleep before the show. Only got 10 minutes. And then I feel like that's even worse. Yes, we are Three Siblings. Yes, we are. We are family. We're dysfunctional. We make fun of one another. But we make fun of one another out of love, because we are family. And part of my family is leaving right now. Peace out, Charles. Guys, if you haven't already, there's 42 of you in here right now watching. Just go to your search tab and search Charles Gorman, the name right there, and follow Charles's channel. If you're a fan of the Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, comics, Jets, Yankees, you got to follow Charles. He'll do some live shows. He'll do some shows dedicated to the Marvel and DC characters that he loves so much. So, yeah, go help him out, please. Thank you. Oh man, dude, I slept for 10 minutes and I got woken up. Someone dropped off a free TV for us in the living room, and it wouldn't turn on. So disappointing. So now we got to buy a new TV. All right, what do you guys got going on? You guys got any thoughts? You guys have any Jets questions that you got in the chat? You know what? Let's do a little old school. Is that... Closer presser? All right. It's old school pride and chaos. Let's bring back the coach's presser. Throw some questions in the chat. Throw some Jets questions in. Oh man, if Gibson can become Jeremy Curley, don't forget Jeremy Curley was our number one receiver for like a year or two, dude. If Gibson can get anywhere near Curley, I think that's a huge, huge success for him and for us. I mean, I know Curley was there in that downtime after Edwards, Holmes, Brad Smith all left, and it was like Cotchery and Curley for a bit. Oh, Cotchery may have even been gone too by then. Yeah, I think he was. But yeah, Gary, 100%. If Gibson can become Curley, I would love that. It was sad, but imagine Curley as a 3 or a 4 on a winning team. I can't say Gibson has more potential, Clancy, because he was undrafted. 32 teams don't let guys with potential go. There might be guys that get missed and fall through the cracks. Shout out to Lawrence Taylor, referencing crack. But yeah, I don't know. I would take if you gave me the option right now to press a button and Gibson turns into Curley. Curley was savvy. Curley wasn't ever the greatest, but I would take Gibson as that right now. If you guaranteed me that's what he became today, he would be our number 3 wide receiver over Curley. Curley was savvy. I'm just trying to see if you guys have any questions. But good question, Gary. I like that. That's what we're looking for here in the coach's presser. What is W? Wing? Is W wing? Is W woman? Wow. Rick Kent just dropped a $100 donation to Hank G. I need somebody else to donate because right now, Rick, that's awesome. I'm going to. Where'd that go? Damn it! Get out of here. How the fuck did that happen? This fucking stupid computer. I hit a button and then the tab dropped into a whole new browser and I didn't know how to make it go back. And the reason I say that we need another donation right now is because I'm a little religious now in my sobriety. And I'm going to show you guys right now. All right. View. The reason I say that we need it is we are currently at 666. Yeah, Jaden. Yes, you knew it, brother. You knew it. Rick, awesome. Thank you. That just got you 10 chances on top of the ones that you already have. Very, very kind of you, sir. That's awesome. Thank you. On behalf of Hank, thank you very much. For those of you that missed it, we got some bad news before the show. Hank, unfortunately, was laid off from his job today. So wanted to make a little push today. I asked that anyone in the chat, no super chats, no gifting memberships. If you're willing to donate anything today out of pocket, please put it towards Hank. That's really awesome that we got that donation from Clancy first, and now Rick. You guys are outstanding human beings. Clancy has, but Rick, you've never made a toe joke, so you're a much better person than Clancy. Yeah, I like the way Robert Saleh looks on the bottom. He kind of looks like me right now, squinting to see. But yeah, shout out to Rick again and Clancy. Thank you guys. You guys are very, very awesome, generous, considerate people. I might have to just put a couple bucks in so that 666 changes. All right. I saw somebody. Oh, Jet It Out. Thank you, Jet It Out. I know you did this. Oh, Three Siblings did it. Sorry. Forgive me. Over. Oh, over. 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 Here's how far I'm going with the over. The Week 18 game against the Dolphins won't mean a mother effing thing. It will not mean anything. We will sit everyone that week. We will have the 1 seed and the division locked up before Week 18. That's how confident this Jet fan is. But now that I said that, bet the under because I have horrible, horrible luck. All right, you know what? Under. There's no way we win 11.5 games. That's for you guys. I'll use my powers for good. Under. There's no way the Jets can win. The Jets can't win 12 games. They're the Jets. That's what I'll do all year. That's what I'll do. I'll pick the Jets to lose every week, to use my powers for good. I need you guys to remind me of that as we start picking each week. I'm just going to, there's no way the Jets do it. They're horrible. They're the Jets. Nobody believes in the Jets. They can't go on the road and win a game. Damn you, dude. Well, Jaden, hit a blunt and forget what I said, bro. Hit a blunt and then be like, oh, fuck. What did Nick say? Damn, what show is that on? He does. A cheese lock. That's an interesting. You have kids? You have kids, Greg? That sounds like dad talk. Instead of pinch a loaf, you got to squeeze off cheese lock. Oh, man, the simple things in life that make me laugh. New terminology for poop. Always gets me in the feelings. So, awesome, awesome, awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And I just want to say something that I'm very, very happy about tonight. If you've noticed in the chat, there's no Johnny. This is a very, very good night. Johnny's not here. So I think this is a very, very good night overall for us as a group of people. Oh, we got a new member of the channel here. And I just noticed number 7 is one of the better numbers in Jets history. And 95 is Quinnen Williams. I'm at 795 subscribers. If you haven't already and you're watching, please consider making this a good night all around. We got some nice donations coming in for Hank, courtesy of Clancy and Rick Kent. But let's get a few more subs. Let's get the big guy here to 800. But Casho comes in. I believe you're new to the channel. Thank you. Do you think Aaron Rodgers will go down for the season in week 1 this upcoming season? No. No, I don't. Now, I'm sad that I welcomed you. Because I welcomed you before I read your question. And not cool, bro. Not cool. Although, I will use my powers for good again, Jaden. Yes, there's no way he plays any snaps this year. None. This stream is now dedicated to commemorating the life of Johnny Jimenez. Johnny Jimenez, Johnny boy, Johnny the one who no pulley out. He had a good run. We were friends for a little bit. But he crossed the line, and now he can't go back. So, thoughts and prayers with Johnny. Hashtag RIP Johnny. And don't be fooled by any imposter accounts that you see. It's not him. It's not him. Let me check something very quickly. What we got? We got 1 hour already. But yeah, 795. Awesome. Awesome, man. I always envisioned this, but I never knew how much this would actually grow and take off. So I'm happy to be a part of this, guys. I really am. For those of you new to the channel and might not know, I had a little issue with life and I was making some horrible decisions. And I never really committed to doing this. It would be like, all right, I'll pop on Friday if I'm not partying. But since I've committed to doing this, man, and meeting so many more of you and watching the channel grow almost daily with new people coming in and then subscribing and wanting to hear what me and the cast of friends and content creators I have on the channel have to say here, it's humbling. It's really humbling. I've loved this team for so many years, and the fact that I get to talk about it several times a week and people want to tune in, mostly just to make fun of me. For those of you new to the channel, look at my description. Talking Jets football, sometimes life, mixed in with a little comedy, and a roast target for the chat. I think that's the best description of this show. We talk some Jets, we talk some life, we do some comedy, and you people are relentless with making fun of me. I have it no other way. I'd rather have that bond with you guys than just to talk at you or read numbers at you. Yeah. You missed nothing, Three Siblings. We're doing the eulogy for Johnny right now. I didn't have many good things to say about him, so I just started talking about the channel. He's not a very interesting person. He's not a good human being. He's always driving on the phone in his car. He's a danger to society and his own daughter. He always says he's pulled over, but we don't see the trees and the telephone poles and the clouds passing as you drive. No respect for Johnny. So, for now on all the shows, I know you guys are so good with running with the gag. So here it is. Hashtag RIP Johnny Boy. Yep. That's it. That's what we'll do from now on. Shut up, Clancy. I'll still torch you in a second, bro. You big meaty. Oh. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Johnny. I hope this is your outstanding daughter who slams the door and refuses to give Halloween candy to somebody in a Buffalo Bills jersey, just coming here to say hello. Riley's awesome. You suck. Rest in peace, Johnny. Oh, thank you, Casho. Yeah, the chat is amazing. I could sit here quiet and they would just talk amongst themselves. Don't give me any credit for them. They are the life of the party. They are the best. Like, what do you think about my neck? Hold on a sec. Quest, do you not know me by now? I'm never serious. I could put it, you know what? That's good that I could fool people with how unserious I am, that questions like that get asked. What do you think about my Nets taking advantage of the Knicks and the Bridges trade? I'll be honest with you. I was a Net fan, and I've sworn off the NBA. I hate the NBA product. I hate the NBA game. I hate the lazy 4 guys stand on the 3-point line. 1 guy penetrates. They give up a layup and whip it out to shoot a 3. I hate the game itself today. It makes me think that the Nets are lining up to do another move. Nobody keeps their first-round picks anymore. It makes me think that they're lining something up. I do like Claxton. I saw they brought Claxton back today. I do like Claxton. I'm a fan of him, but I didn't see him play at all this year. I don't know where he went. I don't know what he did, but it just said that he is back. So I mean, who knows, right? Like it's fucking draft picks in 2031 is one of them. Nice. I think Greg really got mad at me. He did say asshole in capitals. Sorry, Greg. I didn't mean to upset you, pal. And that's nothing that I haven't said to Johnny. I yell at Johnny all the time not to drive around on YouTube. Oh, all right. I thought he was. Oh, I missed the comment, Greg. I'm sorry. Well, Greg, if you called me an asshole, is it so far off that would be about me? I don't think it would. Listen, you call someone an asshole in the chat, I just assume that you mean Nick. It makes sense. It makes sense. I didn't think you were wrong. No, Jay Quest. Listen, very, very simple. Johnny is a steaming pile of manure. Johnny likes to make fun of people who are disabled and not full figured. And I'm not talking about short, thick mamacitas. I'm talking about full figured as in having an entire foot. He's heartless. Listen, we know Scott is that. But Johnny pretends to be the nice guy and then lashes out this evil side. At least if you're going to be that jerk, be like our man Scott Foster and be like that all the time, where there's no expectations of greatness. Scott knows who he is. Scott knows what he's about. I have no expectations of Scott to be nice to me. Johnny tricks you, though, and that's where the sadness comes in. Yeah. What is that about? He's putting Vaseline on it. Horrible. Horrible. It's horrible. And then he's like, when I come to New Jersey, we got to get together. Oh. Jets client relations just sent you 2 tickets there for Jake's game. I'm going to accept my tickets. Bloop, bloop. Accept. Bloop, bloop. Log in. Why do I have to update my password? Screw you, man. It's fucking Ticketmaster. Someone wants to buy tickets with a credit card that's going to fucking bounce? Let them try. Jesus Christ. I hate this. You need a new password. Shut the fuck up. Only Ticketmaster can get me more angry than Johnny can. Yay, my password was reset. Oh, thank God. Let's see where our seats are for Jake's game. Oh, I want out of here. I want to accept my tickets. Accept my tickets. Sign in. Come on. Sorry, I'm excited to see where the tickets are. What section are we in? All right, Ticketmaster. I'm hanging on. Section 129, row 37, seat 13 and 14. Great. Put the claustrophobic guy in the middle of the aisle. That's fun. All right, we'll make it work. if you're going to Jake's game and you got your tickets, let me know if you're near me. Row 37, seat 13 and 14. Oh, Allison with another super chat. My mom told me when I was little, if you don't have anything to say, don't say anything at all because karma can come back to me. Amen. My mom used to say that all the time too. If you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Yeah, Johnny. I would say something about Johnny being raised better, but Greg will call me an asshole for talking about family. So, anyone here going to Jake's game? Anyone? Oh, I got to move the tickets to my Apple Wallet, right? Is that what we do now? Add to Apple Wallet, add one ticket, bloop, bloop. Add, bloop, bloop. Yes, I make the bloop, bloop sounds when I do things. I feel that it helps me stay on task and keep me focused. Greg, I'm teasing you. I feel stupid, so I'm making fun of the situation to ease my stupidity. Have you not figured me out yet, good sir? Yes, Clancy. I just received my tickets for the Houston game with Jake's group. Section 129, row 37, which I believe should be covered in the event of rain. I think. I'm putting all my eggs in the Thursday week 3 basket. I like it. Well, I will say this, Bonesy. You will be first on the list. If my son's high school football team goes into the playoffs, they would have a game on Friday, November 1st. As much as he wanted to go to the Houston game and said out of all the games, that's the one he wants to go to, he misses that practice that day. Oh, we'll figure it out. But if Nick can't make the game because of football, then I might have one for you. But we'll figure it out. Oh, I don't wish you were going, Jaden. You're mean. I want to surround myself with nice, friendly people. You are not one of them. Sometimes I don't know what's going on in the chat. And sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes that's a good thing. Yeah, man, shout out again to Rick and Clancy tonight for helping out Hank. You guys are just an awesome, swell community. Let's see what we got here. That's awesome, Rick. That's really, really awesome. So, any more questions? You guys got any questions? If not, I'm gonna be close to doing what Johnny never did and wrapping it up. Oh, Kesha with a comment that I'm very interested in. Bronny and LeBron on the same court reminds me of Griffey Sr. and Griffey Jr. No, because the son could play. LeBron's son is not NBA worthy. He should stay in college for a year or two. Did he get drafted? Did he get drafted yet? I know the NBA draft's on tonight. I haven't. Hey, you know what, Todd? Maybe I got some shit eye, and that's why I got a little pink eye. Maybe I got shit eye. It's not pink eye. It's just my contacts were dry, and I rubbed my eye really hard. Yeah, Griffey Jr. was deserving of being the best player in baseball. I've talked about this, but since you brought up the baseball topic, I'll throw this out there. Now that Willie Mays, unfortunately, passed away last week, who's the greatest living baseball player? Hiccups. Who's the greatest living baseball player now that Willie Mays has passed? I know people question Bonds and his decisions off the field, but I think it's just Bonds or Griffey. Griffey made baseball look easy. He ended up, I think, with 630. I mean, you look at his seasons that he lost when he was in his prime and he's putting up 50-something home runs a year. He lost well over 200 home runs if he continued at that pace. And why wouldn't he? He was in his prime when he was getting hurt. Griffey could have and would have hit 800. You know, Bonds wasn't a great fielder as he got older and he bulked up. But in the 80s and the early 90s, Bonds was incredible. It was Bonds and Griffey. I just hate that Bonds is tainted. And even though none of those guys, in my opinion, broke any rules of baseball because baseball didn't have the balls, they wanted to chastise people for doing things, but they didn't create any fucking laws or regulations or stipulations saying you can't do this. But they rode that fucking tidal wave of McGwire and Sosa and Bonds, right? They rode that fucking tidal wave to get them back from the 94 strike. Jay, and it does. I'm there now. The NBA and Major League Baseball are so disappointing to me as I got older. I don't find them enjoyable. I don't find them exciting anymore. If I put on a baseball game, I'm sleeping within an inning. I am sleeping. I say all the time, I don't know if you guys, some of you probably heard me say this, Michael Kay and Paul O'Neill have put me to bed more as an adult than my mother put me to bed when I was a baby. I hear them talk and I'm fucking out. I'm not interested in them. They're both monotone and I agree, Knob. I agree. And I'm not a Bonds fan, but make the fucking rules of the game and set up. Don't bitch at a guy because he didn't break rules. I do think it's bullshit that A-Rod got suspended for the first time because no one on that list was supposed to be revealed and A-Rod got revealed. And I also think A-Rod retiring mid-August, 4 home runs away from 700, was, hey, you tested positive again. And he was just like, listen, I'll retire. And that's why I never came out. You don't retire 4 home runs away from 700 unless you're being forced to. I was at his last game. I was. My girlfriend and I at the time went. And if you want to hear pure irony of the baseball gods laughing down from heaven, they were honoring Alex Rodriguez on the field for his last game, which is also a great trivia question. Who took Alex Rodriguez's roster spot? I'll catch up in the chat and see if any of you know it. Who took Alex Rodriguez's roster spot when he retired? Now, A-Rod's out on the field. They're doing the ceremony. They're doing everything. And when I tell you, the loudest lightning strikes that I've ever heard hit as A-Rod gets the mic. And everybody fucking scattered. Yeah, Tom, you're right. It was Judge. There's a picture of that night with A-Rod with Judge, and A-Rod looks like a kid. And A-Rod's like 6'2", 6'3", and he looks like a kid standing next to Judge. I think it was Sanchez, Judge, and A-Rod in the picture that night. But I'll never forget that. They had to cancel the opening ceremony. All the fans run up underneath into the thing. Thank God we were on the lower level. I mean, A-Rod had a double, RBI double that night. Gary, I couldn't disagree with you more, buddy. I could not disagree with you any more than this. I'll take NFL preseason. I'll take NFL draft over NBA playoffs. It's just so disinteresting. It turned into a 3-point shooting contest. Just fucking have everyone shoot. What's the point of running up and down court if you're just going to run to a spot to wait to shoot a 3? There's no point to it. I hate the NBA. I hate the NBA. I really, really do. I hate what it's become. I hate that it fell as far as it did. Oh, it is unwatchable. I watched 2 games this year. My son was with me and made me watch the playoff games. And I fell asleep because I'm just not interested. It's not a stretch, man. It's not a stretch for me. It's my opinion. What I grew up watching with the NBA with guys with passion and protecting the rim and playing basketball. Nowadays, you look at a guy, you get like a technical foul, and they don't want you to hurt their precious $40 million a year players. Fuck that. Play the fucking game. Stop standing around the 3-point line and just waiting to shoot like it's a contest. I hate the New York Knicks. I have my entire life because of people that I grew up with who were fans of the team. That's where my Knick hatred comes from. But I'll tell you what, the Knicks play hard at least. They're not great, but they play hard. I like that. I like teams that play hard. I coached basketball for 25 years. My team played hard. Might not be the most talented team, but we're going to fucking out hustle you. We're going to play the game the right way. Just to be clear, F the New York Knicks. And if you're friends with me and you watch this show, I like you, just not your basketball team. Allison, again, sweetheart, thank you. So just for missing 1 game practice and playing and retiring because that he has missed. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get people. I don't get it. What are you all heads complaining about as hard fouls? Is that what you want to see? No, I want to see people compete and not give up easy baskets. I want to see guys who are supposed to be the best in the game play the best on both sides of the ball. James Harden, Kevin Durant. I don't want guys to save their energy for offense. I want them to fucking condition themselves and play hard enough so that they can play both sides of the ball to the best of their ability. That's what I want. I'm not saying hard fouls. I'm saying play hard. There's a difference. There's no reason that you can't play elite on both sides of the court. I don't want to watch a shooting contest. I want to watch a competitive basketball game. I want to know that everyone on the court is giving their all every second. I didn't like them, but I appreciated the Pistons of the early 2000s. I like guys that play hard on both sides. That's what she said. I had to say that before you guys got there. I just don't want to watch 4 guys stand on the perimeter and just rotate it around and wait for an open shot. Okay, thank you. I thought that was maybe about baseball, and I was a little confused. Yeah, listen, you can't get upset. Not us. People are going to shit on A-Rod wherever he does. If Rodgers shows up, they'll find something else to bitch about. He goes and helps a charity, they're going to find something else to bitch about. A-Rod is the new A-Rod. He's the new Alex Rodriguez. Anything he does is going to be criticized. But thank you again, Allison. You don't have to do that. Oh, look at that. Me and Hawk are now dating. I'm with Nick. I watched a series where a team gave a wide open layup to take and miss a contested 3, and they got the offensive rebound and did it again. Yeah, fast breaks. I'm going to shoot a 3. Guys giving up layups wide open to hook it around to the guy in the corner for a 3. Take the fucking points, man. It's so stupid. It's fucking whole generation sucks. They don't want to compete. They want easy street. They want easy open jump shots. They don't want to work hard for rewards in any style, form, or fashion of life. I said that to my son, Bonesy. I said that to you. I believe I said that to you. That I don't like the Knicks, but I appreciate Brunson's game. Mid-range game, works for a good shot, makes good decisions with the ball most of the time. I like Brunson's game. Brunson reminds me of like a Chauncey Billups, right? Chauncey wasn't the greatest 3-point shooter, but he'll kill you in the mid-range game, and he'd make good decisions with the ball. I think that's a very good comparison. It's just that the Knicks and this era of basketball scores more and shoots more. So Brunson's numbers are better than Chauncey's, but what Chauncey did in terms of efficiency was amazing. Of course they're going to put a 4-pointer in because they want to dumb down the game for the youth. Now we're even for that comment. Shirtless Jaden in his YouTube profile pic. That's fucking hot. All the girls run into my channel to see that. Yeah. You know what you want to... I would love that. In-season tournament, why don't you take 3-pointers away and play as fucking men for 2.5 weeks? That would draw interest. Take the 3-point shot away for 2 weeks. Shut up, Clancy. Did you ever go to the zoo and it says don't feed the animals? Don't compliment Jaden. Jesus. You know what, Yeti? I'm more pissed off about Villanova having North Carolina Tar Heel blue jerseys. You're dark blue. You're royal blue. You're like Villanova is the color of Casho's color here in his profile photo. Like Tim Duncan wouldn't be Tim Duncan in this generation of basketball. No, I'm saying that the sign is you don't feed the animals. You don't encourage them. You don't. God damn it, Jaden. You got me. I bid on that one. I'm just saying you don't. Damn you. Fuck. Asshole, you got me. Oh my God. That's it. That's what got me. That's what got me. I'm sorry. Well, can we at least get me to 800 before we cancel me? Bobby, why are you messaging me if I'm mad at you? Why would I be mad at you? I just saw my phone. Why would... I don't even know if you're in the chat. I haven't seen your name pop up in like an hour. I get a message from Bobby. Are you mad at me? There, I reply, no. Oh my God. I can't. Jaden's getting me canceled. Bobby, there's been like over 1,000 comments. There's a lot of comments that I didn't read. If it's on topic, I'll read it. But saying hello to other people in the chat, I'm not going to put on. A lot of people don't get those when the comments start coming in so fast, buddy. I'm sorry. Here. There you go. I read this comment. If you had a Jet question or comment and I missed it, I'm sorry. I was multitasking. Please forgive me. Yes, Jay Quest, I'm mad at you because you support Johnny and you put hashtag free Johnny the other day. Wait, now we're lying in the chat? Scott puts brilliant shit out there? Now we're just lying to one another. We hit that part of the show where lies get dropped because we ran out of all our good comments. There we go. That's what we're looking for here on the show, folks. You put your contacts back in, you're missing comments. Yes, Greg, I am. You called me an asshole before, and I will never forget it. I am upset by this. There's someone commenting after this comment and before this comment, but I can't see it because all it says is I'm a ghost. Rest in peace. It's after this comment and before this comment. I can't see who it is. Well, thank you, Bobby. I appreciate you for sending Roy over. That was very kind of you. For all of you in the chat, Casho, I know you're new here. Please search the name Bobby Woodruff on YouTube and join Bobby's show. Bobby is like the Howard Stern wrap-up show. When Jake Asman is done, Bobby goes live, and basically anybody with an internet connection gets live on the air. And if you have an opinion that you want to share, or if you have an argument you want to make, or if you want to go on a random rant about nothingness, that's it. But it's got a great host, Bobby. And Bobby's awesome. So for anyone new here tonight, please go support Bobby Woodruff and not Johnny. There we go, Casho. Casho joining Bobby's show. We're even, Bobby. You got me, Roy. I got you, Casho. Friends doing friends favor, man. Friends doing friends favors. You'll enjoy it, Casho. You will, if you're unfamiliar with Bobby from Jake's show. Bobby. He's awesome. You'll enjoy it. Basically, everyone in the chat gets on Bobby's show. It's been called the Zoom meeting. It's fun. It's fun. So, Bobby has the fuzzy grapes. Bobby loves dogs. If you have a dog, you will become Bobby's favorite person. Not you won't become. The dog will become his new favorite thing. He's a big dog lover. He's a big sweetheart, Bobby. Yeah, Tom's the opposite of Bobby. Bobby doesn't like the type. Bobby, I'll be honest with you. I don't know how to take it away. I have no interest in removing anything from anyone. The wrench means nothing. The wrench means nothing. The wrench means nothing. Kind of like Johnny saying, I support you, Nick. It means nothing. You fix it, so yeah. So if we got Judge smashes his 30th home run. What's the score? Oh, it's 7-2. New York Mets. How about them apples? Look at that. Mets having some sort of life for 2 days in the middle of June. I haven't seen that in a couple of years. Good for them. Good for them. I'm happy for the Mets fans. Thanks, Cash. I appreciate you showing up, man. Welcome to our fun little world here. Welcome to our fun little world. It's always entertaining. You never know what you're going to see, what you're going to hear. I do want to get to 1,000. I would love to get to 1,000 by like Halloween. That's the goal. Get to 1,000 subs by Halloween. I know Buffalo Jet fan has told me, he's like, you're doing your shows consistently. He goes, this is the time of year where you have like the really like true diehards who are watching. He goes, there are thousands of people who don't watch until football starts and camp starts. He goes, you just keep pumping out the shows when you're doing them, and as soon as the season starts growing, you're going to skyrocket. So I keep that advice in the back of my head. Yeah, Clancy, I keep hearing. Hey, for those of you who haven't seen it yet, I'm going to use the restroom here. Blitz BK was so kind and generous and wrote a rap, and he featured some of the clips from the show and yours truly. And then I sent that over to producer JR, and producer JR put a little video to it. So enjoy this, and I will be back in a minute. Tinkle time! Good evening. Welcome to Thursday Night Throwdown. I'm your host, Nick.
When the blitz comes, there's no one to block him.
It's 10 o'clock, get ready for the showdown. 9 toes down, Nick, ready for the throwdown. We proud Jets fans, we don't play with them pronouns. Best roster in the league, we playing with the pros now. They tell us slow down, call us delusional, call us losers as usual. But the season will be beautiful. Shotgun with you know who, but run it instead. Lad Hall hit the hole hard.
That's what she said.
Ground and pound like it's 2010. The chat, we got many friends. Johnny wearing hats for super chat and watch him breathe again. Nick put the links so Bobby can call and speak again. Bonesy did the blunt, I got the weed and pens. We speaking green again. Jets news like it's CNN. A-Rod and Charles Gorman, it's like we seeing twins. Feeding tins, pounding on these bleeding fins. Week 14 and 18 when they needing wins. They ain't seeing them. We run the ball and play defense. This is AFC hell where the teams repent. Ladies and gents, welcome to MetLife. This is Jet Life. We bleed green, this our best life. We just nice.
Let's say what's up to everyone. Dark Soldier's here. Johnny's in the house. Bobby. Mr. Bonesy's out on the prowl. Na-na-na-na. Since my suicide is here, VR's here. Murdog and Alan. What's up, guys? So, what did we learn today, guys? What did we learn on this show? He can't be defeated. He can't be stopped.
When the blitz comes, there's no one to block him.
Fire. Ah, thank you, Greg. Very kind of you. Oh, what do we got going on here? Shout out to Matthew Smith. Hey, Matthew. Oh, that was kind of you, pal. Matthew gifted 5 New York Jet memberships to Shane McGarry. Shane McGarry gets gifted like the day his other one expires. Mark Reese was gifted. Ron P was gifted. Uncle VR was gifted. And Chris M was gifted. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That puts us, I believe, 11 away from our next emoji. Thank you, Matthew. You didn't have to do that, pal. I appreciate you, buddy. And shout out to Blitz and producer JR working together without knowing they were working together. That was good stuff, man. That's real good stuff. And if you guys haven't seen it yet, go check out Tio_Uncle_VR. Check out his channel. He dropped a rap this week too that he wants to try to get the Jets to pick up as like the anthem. No, I didn't say P. I said Tinkle Time. I said Tinkle Time, didn't I? Thought I did. Oh, wait, we got an update. I'm looking for it. After this show. Oh, Bobby said he has to pee. Well, Bobby, go ahead, pee. Go ahead and pee. Don't freaking sit there in discomfort to watch this. Oh, my eyes feel better already. A little oxygen. I literally wake up, put my contacts in, and keep them in until I go to bed. So having a day where I just take them out is good for me. So, Matthew, thank you. That was very, very kind of you, good sir. You didn't have to do that. I just want to thank all you guys again. I know I referenced it last night, but this month of June, I got monetized the end of February. So this, between March, April, May, and June, this is my 4th month being monetized. This has been an absolutely incredible month, and I can't thank you guys enough. It's been by far the most successful month that the channel has had in terms of memberships. We've added a bunch of emojis. I'm up for suggestions on the next one if we can get there. I think we have like 7 days. I think by Sunday to get 11 because there'll be a bunch that expire. Wait, what happened? I'm missing something in the chat. Sorry, I was checking some things on other browsers. Why am I mad at Bobby? What is all that? How am I mad at Bobby? How does this turn into if I'm mad at Bobby? What the fuck goes on with some of you guys? Of course it's Scott. No, Scott, I'm mad at you for asking. Bobby's my buddy. Why would I ever be mad at Bobby? Although I thought it was funny that he blocked me the other day because he thought I was somebody else on his channel. That was funny. Jay Quest or the question? I like these types of questions. Top 5 people in the chat that you would pick as your wingman. Top 5 that would cock block you. Well, Bobby doesn't seem like the type to share the ladies, so Bobby would definitely want all the ladies for himself. So Bobby would definitely would go for his own. Bonesy last night was over the top with Sarah, so Bonesy's on the cock block list or the wanker block, as we found out last night. Jaden would be on the block list, definitely. He's young, aggressive, thinks he rules the world. Charles Gorman would be on the block list because he's a Mac Daddy too. And Hawk would definitely be on the cock block list. Wingman, I'm going with Hank G because the German accent, I think women would eat up the international man of mystery. I'm going with Boomtown, Canadian. Makes me look better as an American. 3 more. I would choose Jeremy as my wingman because, again, I would be one of the best looking of the group. I also choose Bonesy on the wingman list. And I choose VR because VR is a dedicated married man and would not be a threat to me. That would be the list. Oh, here we go. Top 5 list of which members you're most thankful for this month. Go. Damn. I mean, Addison, Rick, and Knob, I think, have gifted the most this month. I think they've gifted the most. And then I'll take you, Hawk, because you asked the question. And then I'll take Bobby, because if I leave Bobby off, he'll be mad at me, and nobody wants a world where Bobby's upset. Matthew's just getting here and missing out on the joke. Oh, no, Knob can't be a wingman. Knob is taking them all for himself. He's not a wingman. I'm catching up in the chat. Bobby, you go crazy over the ladies, Bobby. You go crazy over the ladies. You wouldn't let me talk to a lady and kick my game. You would mute me in person. I'm just teasing. I'm not on the prowl, so it's just for fun. It's just for laughs. I thought of funny answers. Biggest 5 assholes in the chat. Dolphins fans, minus Daniel Meehan. Scott Foster. Johnny. Me. And Hawk for loving Zach Wilson so much. But let me be completely honest. There are a ton of assholes in the chat. To only pick 5 is tough. to only pick 5. That's like going to get cookies from like an Italian bakery and you're only allowed to pick like 3. You're leaving so many good ones behind. Yes, this is why you need Knob to go out with you, because he keeps penicillin in the truck. So, no, Bobby, no call-ins tonight. I know if I start doing call-ins, I'll never end the show. No call-ins tonight, pal. And what have you left to say about the Jets that you haven't said on your 36 hours today? I don't, quotes from last night. Hashtag quotes from last night. But to answer the question seriously from before, I'm grateful for all the memberships of the channel, those who've purchased on their own, for those who've gifted, for those who've received. I'm grateful for all of this. I'm grateful for the whole entire channel. I'm grateful for all of you. I'm grateful when you guys take time. When I see, dude, I used to do shows for 6 people. One of them was my phone and the other one was my son's turned on, just so my numbers looked a little bit better. So the fact that people look forward to coming on. Okay, now I think we need to start asking Bobby if he's mad at me. All right, this needs to be said again. Bobby, not every show I do is going to be an open call-in show. And please, as they get closer to the season, you have to know that. The call-in shows I just started in the off-season. As the season gets here, there will be full 2 hours of Jets talk. There will be no more goofing around. We'll have a little fun. But it's not going to be open call-ins every night, buddy. It's not. It's not. Jake does 2-hour shows a day. He's got plenty of time to do call-ins. I'm not going to have that when the season gets here, Bob. If that upsets you, I'm sorry. It's not personal. It's nothing to do with being mad at you, but nobody's on the show. Sometimes I just want to do a show and talk with the chat. You do your show. You have everyone on. You invite everyone on. That's what you enjoy. I can't bitch at you for that. Don't bitch at me for this. It's nothing to do with not every show is going to be open calling. I appreciate you stopping your show. I appreciate you telling people to come over here, but that's and I think a lot of the shows are not going to be doing call-ins as the season gets here. It's off-season stuff. I think it's going to dwindle down on a lot of shows. Well, Scott, I am a bit of a whore. I am a bit of a little floozy. Pussy? What'd I say? Floozy? But to everyone, I appreciate everyone who watches the show. If you take time out of your life to watch the show, I appreciate you. I hope you're watching the show because you enjoy it. I hope you're watching the show because you like to engage with the chat. If you're only watching the show because you just want to come on, don't. I won't be mad at you. It's your choice. If you're doing something in your life just for the benefit of you, Knob coming in with a super chat. I hate the call-ins for the record. Listen, they're going to be dwindling down in the next couple weeks as training camp starts. Like there might be one night, like the members of the channel, like I'll have something, but there's going to be full Jet content talk. It's not going to be talking to Sarah in Australia. It's not going to be people hanging out and singing happy birthday all night to Johnny. Like that's off-season shit. The real season's getting here. People aren't going to want that. People who are hanging out day in and day out on every single channel, sure, there's fun times. But people who are coming back to watch Jet content want Jet content. Thank you, Boom. At least we know what you learned today. All right, we are at 10:56. Jaden dropping bars. What did we learn today? Let's fire it up. What did we learn? What did we learn? I'll tell you what I learned. I learned that Hank G is going to conquer. Hank G is going to find a better job. Hank G is going to be happier. He's going to be successful. That's what I've learned today. I'm pulling for you, Hank. I'm praying for you, buddy. And I wish you all the success in the world. Why not? What happened? Did I miss something, Tom? Bobby only watches Nick to go live. Yes. You should have known that, though. The days that I tell him early there's no show, he disappears. I'm not. Correct. We learned that, Rick. Rick, and I am grateful for you. Thank you again for your donation before. You're a good man, Rick. That was very, very kind of you, very generous of you. Scott, you're funny. Amen, Clancy. It's a good lesson, man. That's a good thing. Oh, Knob, you're such a sweetheart and such a great wordsmith. I know you've been called another type of smith in your time. We learned Bobby's pissed off now. We learned life goes on. That's it, Hank. Keep your head up. Just keep doing, man, what you've been doing. Your whole story that you let us in on when we launched the GoFundMe for you was inspiring. You've been dealt a lot of shit, man, and you keep overcoming it. So this will just be another notch on your belt. Yes, Jay Quest. Well, that's what we learned. And you never know when he's going to snap his fingers and switch roles. It's like Two-Face in Batman. We learned that despite. Yep. Rest in peace, Johnny. The Nick and Sarah saga is the greatest story of our time. I think she's mad at me. I emailed her yesterday. And I was like, oh, that was fun. Thanks for playing along. Talk soon. Nothing. We learned that Nick thinks I'm a cock block when I will totally pump him up to the 4-8 chicks in the eyes across the room. I'm not mad at that. We just learned now that's a penicillin connection. Oh, Bob, Knob, the Knob father. Listen, I respect greatness, man. I'm not trying to fight Mike Tyson in his prime. I'm not bringing you out with me if I'm trying to pick up some ladies. Yes, I learned that Bonesy is blinder than me. Is Bobby doing a show after this? That's what I'd like to learn. Is Bobby going live? It's early enough. I'll be off of here in 5 minutes. Bobby, are you going to go live? And I just want to say, Bobby, if you're still watching, if you have the desire to still stay on because you don't think I'm doing call-ins, please do so. You don't have to throw it at me like a guilt trip that you ended your show for me. If you want to stay on and talk, you stay on and talk, buddy. I won't get mad at you. All right, Rick, I complimented you so much tonight. I learned that Rick likes to end the night on a bad note. That's what I learned. Aw, thank you. I awed at that. I learned that. All right, Boomtown, go ahead, buddy. Fire yours off. I learned Nick thinks I'm an asshole, but I learned that about 2 months ago. No, Scott, but you're one of the people that I could bust balls with because you're a friend off air. You're my buddy. You know that. Uh-oh, here we go. Boomtown. Apparently, you can get pink eye simply by walking outside. No, it's hold on. It's better now. It's not pink anymore. There was just something in the eye under the contact. Maybe there's a little protein buildup on there. Nick Shine, nerd. Turkey and cheese for maximum Charles satisfaction. You better be talking to me, bruh. Bruh. Where's the bonus? Bonus, Studious Nick, life coach, Rick Kent, possible devil incarnate. Johnny Free is better for thee. Hashtag rest in peace, Johnny. Hashtag free Bonesy. Bonesy goes both ways. Scott Foster, shit disturber extraordinaire. He really is, man. He is so good with it. All right, awesome. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you, Clancy and Rick, again. Oh, Clancy always share it again. Damn it. Read my one under Boom's first. What we learned? All right. We learned that Knob is a Freemason, Master Cocksmith, and Chick Layer. Oh, God, yeah. God, yeah. He lays more pipe than they did at the Freedom Tower. All right, everyone. Hey, Siri. How many days until September 9th?
It's 75 days until then.
75 days until the opener, boys and girls. 75 days. We're getting there. We just feels like yesterday we had 99 days. Now we're at 75. We're moving along. We're cooking. We are a couple weeks away from training camp. We are a couple weeks away from Jet stories every single day. We are a couple weeks away of beginning our Super Bowl championship run. I am excited. I know you guys are excited. We have been living, breathing, waiting for this moment to be the team standing last under the confetti with the trophy up, with tears in our eyes, hugging, screaming, crying, whatever it takes. What do you mean gay? It's an Indian lady. Hey, Siri. What nationality are you?
Sorry, I don't understand.
Language barrier. Forgive her. All right, breaking news. Bobby Midnight, Bobby Woodruff is going live after me. That's awesome. I will be watching. I will be in bed. I will be watching. And Bobby, I wish you a great show. I wish you all success in the world as we try to get Bobby closer to 500. Remember, keep your YouTubes open. Watch Bobby. Help him get his watch hours up. And the fastest growing show on YouTube, Bobby Woodruff. So, also, before Bobby goes live, Adam is on also, as Johnny just pointed out. And this is his last 10 o'clock show. And then in 2 weeks, he moves to 6 p.m. So, good night, everybody. It's a good observation, Greg. I don't want to see anything bad happen to people that I care about. And it really upset me to hear what happened to Hank today. And I don't know if I fully recovered that. Like, he literally told me 10 minutes before the show started. So I care about my friends. I look to protect my friends. I don't want to hear bad anything. I wish well for everyone. I was a hate-filled monster for a very long time. So I'm about giving out positive energy and supporting people and wanting good for everyone. We all rise together. And we put up the Super Bowl trophy together this year. So everyone, have a good night. Check out Bobby. Check out Adam. Tell him Nick sent you. And Matthew, thank you for the memberships. Knob, thank you for the super chat. Scott, thank you for the super chat saying we ain't done. Allison, thank you for the 3 super chats. You're fantastic. 3 siblings, thank you also. Everyone have a good night. 75 days. 75 mother effing days until the New York Jets begin the march to a 17-3 season, winning the Super Bowl, hoisting the trophy. And the entire time, we will be loud, we will be proud New York Jets fans.